A new flyover of Apple's mothership reveals the massive $5 billion Campus 2 is nearly complete. The latest drone footage shows a 1,000-seat underground auditorium with the largest carbon fiber roof in the world and a parking garage that holds 20,000 cars, among other structures in the Cupertino construction site. Apple CEO Tim Cook said the firm will move in the first employees in 2017, which will play a key role in the tech giant's ability to host larger events versus relying on other facilities for help. The recent video was shot last week by David Sexton, who uploaded the footage to his YouTube channel. Sexton Videography reports 9 to 5 Mac. Apple Campus 2 was commissioned by the late Steve Jobs in 2009, who called it the best office building in the world. Cook now refers to it as a gift to the future of Apple employees. Built on a massive 175 acres, the finished campus will span 2.8 million square feet, house 13,000 Apple techies and be self-sufficient, with 7,000 trees planted and the dirt removed from the park to build the compound. The latest aerial view shows the Cupertino construction site with a 100,000 square foot fitness center, 20,000 car garage and a main circle line with glass windows. Still to come is several on-site cafes and landscaping, and Apple believes this work will continue through the year until sometime in 2017. Another clip surfaced in October showing the installation of solar panels on the circular spaceship building was around 40% complete. The research and development facility looked almost complete from the outside, and multiple office buildings are rising quickly on Tanto Avenue. Meanwhile, construction was also underway on a new auditorium, which will be the new home of Apple's highly anticipated product reveals. The first concept images for this endeavor surfaced in 201, during an interview with Architectural Record, Chief Architect Sir Norman Foster gave an additional insight into how Apple's spaceship will be built, as well as the inspiration behind its circular and organic design. This includes cars being banished and buried in underground car parks, tarmac being replaced by greenery, and windows that stretch the full height of the 4-story main building that slide open. He also revealed that there will be room for 1,000 bikes and the tricks he is using to make the giant campus seem compact. "It's interesting how it evolved," explained Foster. "First of all, there was a smaller site. Then, as the project developed and the Hewlett-Packard site became available, the scale of the project changed. The reference point for Steve Jobs was always the large space on the Stanford campus, the main quad, which Steve knew intimately. He would reminisce about the time when he was young and California was still the fruit bowl of the United States. It was still orchards." With this in mind, Foster said he wanted to add a series of organic segments to the Cupertino building, nicknamed the Apple Spaceship because of its vast circular shape that covers 175 acres and features a man-made forest of more than 7,000 trees. He also wanted the circular building to surround a private space in the center, designed to replicate the California landscape and mimic the orchards that Jobs remembered fondly. As a result, Foster told Architectural Record, the car would visually be banished and tarmac would be replaced by greenery and car parks by jogging and bicycle trails. The ring-shaped structure was Jobs' brainchild, yet after his death, British designer Jony Ive took the project on with the help of Sir Foster, and the local council approved their ambitious plans last year. Reports in April 2013 claimed the project had already exceeded its budget by around $2 billion, pushing the total cost up to around $5 billion and putting it a year behind schedule. The building was originally supposed to open in 2016, appearing as a giant saucer. The Silicon Valley site near the 280 highway will be home to 13,000 Apple employees. When asked how these employees will make their way around the huge campus, Sir Foster said, "The proximity, the adjacencies are very carefully considered. Remember also that the scale is broken down by cafes and lobbies and entrances. You have 4-story high glass walls, which can literally move sideways and just open up into the landscape, so the social facilities break down the scale." Sir Foster added there will also be jogging and cycling trails, with more than 1,000 bikes kept on site at all times, which staff can use to make their way around. Natural gas will primarily provide the building's power, and the local energy grid will only be accessed in emergencies. The glass structure will also be fitted with solar panels. "You see the energy and the love and the attention to detail that we've put into this," said Apple CFO Peter at an unveiling of the top-secret spaceship plans. "We have treated this project just as we with any Apple product. And this will be a place for the most creative and collaborative teams in the industry to innovate for decades to come. The circular, 4-story building will be around a mile in circumference and a third of a mile wide and was recently described by the San Francisco Weekly as a massive glass donut. The building stays eco-friendly with natural ventilation that works instead of air conditioning for 70% of the year. Low-energy LED lighting where natural light doesn't reach, and on-site recycling. This will be one of the most environmentally sustainable developments on the scale anywhere in the world, said Apple's Wissenhund. In the center will be an enclosed arboretum and orchard complete with thousands of fruit, oak, and olive trees according to the San Jose Mercury News. We love California, and by adding over 2,500 new and indigenous trees that truly belong here, Oppenheimer said, we're bringing back the beautiful orchards that once made up this valley. Campus 2 was designed by Sir Foster's firm Foster & Partners. The architectural experts also designed Wembley Stadium, London City Hall and the Gherkin. The concept of the building, Oppenheimer said, is collaboration and fluidity. It'll provide a very open-spaced system, so that at one point in the day you may be in offices on one side of the circle and find yourself on the other side later that day.